Hey everybody, what's up? I'm calling this video the Tariff Tool Buy. It's not like a political statement or anything, but if you think that prices are going to go up, here are some things that I'm getting that are very cheap, and well, they're very cheap, so maybe they're not going to be so cheap anymore. And this is just a few examples, so I kind of splurged a little bit and got a few things that I didn't really need at the moment. First item is this when branded powered planer. Didn't think I would need this, but it's one of those things where it's cheap enough, it had good enough reviews. Making a mess here already. That I figured, what the heck, 30 bucks or so. These are all in a category that I call one-time use tools, meaning you buy it for a project, you use it, and you set it on the shelf, or you use it in an uncommon set of circumstances where you're not really willing to shell out a bunch of money for it because you're not going to be using it like professionally. So these are all in the kind of disposable tool category, if you will, if you follow what I'm saying. So here's one of the items. Power planer, good for if you're doing some kind of rough projects where you got some lumber coming in that's kind of nasty and you want to kind of clean it up. That's kind of my thinking on that one anyway. Secondly, broken screw and bolt extractors. These are very inexpensive. Are they good? No. Are they going to last a long time? No. But, in a pinch. And these are all like generics, basically, right? There's no particular brand name. I just searched around on the internet to see where I could find the cheapest. So, get yourself an assortment of these easy outs. I have used these with varying degrees of success, but, at only a few dollars. I mean, everything here is like basically under $25. So, or well under $25. So there's something really cheap. It is what it is. Cheap item. Along the same lines, I got this set, which is a broken bolt extractor set. You basically hammer this on the bolt and back it out. I wanted to get a left-handed drill bit set to go with this, but I couldn't find it at the price point that I wanted, basically. So there's a cheap tool buy. I bought a cheap air chisel recently. This is actually off Walmart's website. Under $10. Cheap. Carbide burrs. Now, I love carbide burrs. Here's one on my die grinder. These are good for woodworking and metalworking. They work on wood, they work on steel, they work on aluminum. So, this is more like your Dremel tool size pack. But, for under $20, getting something like this, I don't think this is going to focus. No, it doesn't really want to focus very well. But I think you get the gist of it. Carbide burrs. These are kind of small. I think I need to get another set for these larger 1/4-inch shanks for the die grinder. These are 1/8-inch shanks for your Dremel type tools. Excuse the noise. It started pouring rain here. But yeah, under 20 bucks. Very cheap. These things for your impact. I have a Makita impact, and I am always losing these things. I mean, always losing them, right? So these adapters are so handy. For your 1/4-inch, 3/8, and 1/2-inch drive sockets. They're so handy. It's so cheap. Couple of dollars for a pack of them. I mean, I bought several packs basically because I lose these stupid things, and well, when you need it, right? Bulk box cutters. Super cheap. I mean, if you go to a place like Walmart, they're cheap, but this is so much cheaper when you buy them in bulk. So stock up on these. You can never have enough of those. Pry tools, small pry tools for electronics or car interiors or, small, fine, delicate work of that nature. A couple of dollars. I did buy a brake caliper toolkit. I bought one of these at Harbor Freight for about twice the price, and I was pretty pissed off because it was very, very overpriced. So I went online and I got these. These are really for your back brakes only. So, but it's a it's a big set. Again, under $20, brand new. Oh look, I have a box cutter handy. How nice is that? You guys have all seen these things. They rent them at like AutoZone or whatever. But again, under $20. I mean, you're not going to get it any cheaper than that. You use it once or twice, and you're good. Also, with these tools that people don't ever think about, these are parts to modify, right? These are bits of metal that are reasonably good quality, and you can modify them to make parts for your other random projects, So, I mean, think about it. If you want to go out and get a piece of bar stock or get, a piece of metal like this from a metal supply place, it's going to be the cost of the whole set of tools, basically. You know what I'm saying. So there's a cheap set of tools. This is probably my favorite buy, large sockets. So this was about $30. They go up to 38 millimeter, down to 30 millimeter. This is a large socket. This is kind of like maybe for like axle hubs or maybe some big mowers or something, like some bigger power equipment. You may use something this big. Again, uncommon. I generally don't deal with anything that's this large, but at this price point, you use it once, it was, worth the $30. So, again, I'm not endorsing any of these brands or anything. It's just stuff that I found on various websites that are cheap, This one I'm kind of curious about. I bought one of these cheap cameras. This is the kind of camera you put on your cell phone, and you use it. So let's say you want to look inside some ductwork or into a hard-to-reach area where you've got a camera and a little light. Again, probably about the $20, $25 range. A generic, very inexpensive. Use it once, it was worth the money. So anyway, I hope you found it helpful. Think about it. I mean, if you're thinking about buying some of these tools for odd jobs or difficult repairs, you may want to consider it. I mean, if you think prices are going to go up, also any kind of cheap abrasives, right? So let's see here. I got this a little while ago. Like cartridge rolls. These are not good quality, but again, they're for odd jobs, single use only type of thing. So anyway, that's my mini tool haul for the Tariff tool haul. Anyway, hope you enjoyed.